like to do before tenants move in is get our long shop vac with a long stick, nose, hose, whatever. And this section had lots of paper bags. But in the living room, look at what we found. Oh my God. That's like 12 inches long.
A big dead rat.
Big dead rat. No kidding. Can you imagine if they turned their heater on? And what would happen then? Oh my God.
A bunch of paper bags, leaves, and the smell of dead rat more than likely would have come flying out. That would have been joyful.
Right. It would have been an ugly smell, and we probably wouldn't have been able to figure out. But that's one of the things that a lot of people don't do when they renovate mobile homes. Hi there. Is that they don't think about doing that with these old homes. How long has this house been in the woods?
It was abandoned for about 3 or 4 years.
Okay, and this was a hoarder house. And
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and you know we've been working on it. And there's a lot of things that we have done. We're going to do a quick walkthrough so you can see the progress. It's going to need still a super duper heavy cleaning job. Just put a new faucet on there. Remember when we came in here, we decided to split the floor because once this floor gets clean, it'll be all right. And we had to do all this subfloor here underneath the tub as well. This tub was outside for a while, so it'll clean up really nice. And then I'm about ready now that I have the backsplash. I frame up my window right there with some cedar planks. And that window, we took the cranks out and we just sealed it up and we put plexiglass in there because to replace that window would have cost us about $150. So plexiglass, we had some extra in our garage. We just did that. So I'm going to be coming in here and trimming this out now that I put the surround on the corners and everything, and you'll be able to see that. And then Steve just put in this brand new toilet, and I just put up the toilet paper holder, and this is some mud that I'm going to clean up and sand down. You won't be able to see that when I'm done. And then we put a new towel rack, and of course instead of a doggy bowl we put a nicer light fixture in here. So once this gets cleaned up, mirrors and all, medicine cabinet and all, it'll look pretty nice. And then when we come down the hallway here, we've been working on the ceiling, remember? Well, we're gonna put a strip up there. Probably end up painting the ceiling so you can't see it, but remember this one in here? Strips are gonna go right where the seams meet too. We ended up just using some paneling because the drywall was so heavy, and we replaced this. So I'm working on this window right now, putting some trim inside the window. Then I'm going to trim it out on the outside once my mud dries. And so we double checked our shower and our water connections, and everything is doing fine. So I've been in here trying to trim up now the ceiling, and we'll make this nice and pretty. We just opened up this closet. Carpet's going to go in here. And then I'm going to paint over here where I had to fix some things, put some new drywall. And when we come over here in the living room, we had to reframe the front door, put some cedar trim inside, and then I'll be caulking it up so you can't see the nails and or some of the seams like you do right there. And then we'll put clean covers on the light switches. We put up a brand new ceiling fan.
Yep.
Yeah. And then over here, cleaning up the windows, and I'll be putting some blinds up once we paint this. I've been dealing and putting up strips to cover all of the seams like this. We're going to paint this all one color, so it doesn't matter what color the strips are. The brown ones I probably won't paint over them. Then we put a new fixture up here, one that's more modern instead of gaudy looking. And we're going to redo the cabinet doors so that they all look the same.
And drawers.
And drawers, we're going to rebuild those because they're just really nasty. And then we put a little plastic backsplash behind the stove with the fan, hood fan. Clean that, put that back up. This wall's going to get painted. Put some trim up there. Came in here. I had to redo some drywall over here. It just mudded, so I'm going to have to sand and get it leveled out. And we put a brand new door back here and just finished trimming it out as well. So I was working on this.
Going back to cleaning out the vents, you can see down here, just some of the stuff we're finding inside here.
Yeah. So remember to do that, people, when you get a used mobile home, and especially if it's been vacant for a while. We still got to get a cover, and then we're going to paint in here and put carpet in here. So we've come a long way. Put a new access door there for the shower. We'll put a blind there, and then when we come into the bathroom here, the floor is going to get all nice and cleaned up, and put a brand new toilet, trimmed it out, took that off, cleaned out all the cobwebs and stuff. Same thing in here. That's our rebuilt vanity. It's very solid. We had some old solid plywood that we decided to use in here for underneath. So it's all new plumbing and everything. And so this is pretty solid. We'll probably end up painting these doors white and the trim too, so it'll kind of all blend in. And then up in here, I've got to clean the, I don't know what they're called, little grills that they put up there for the lighting. Pop those back up. Clean this and clean the floor. And then we were in here yesterday putting in some new fixtures in the shower. This has got to get all cleaned up. And then we decided, because after a long time of dealing with electrical, what was going on with the electrical, Steve?
Never figured it out on this, but for some reason it was not being supplied with electricity. So instead of worrying about rewiring this whole area, I just went ahead and just closed it, terminated the circuit.
Okay. And then the nice thing about, you know, us utilizing this as a closet, it's not like it doesn't have light in here. The nice thing about these little battery operated LED lights is that it does give it some pretty efficient lighting in here. So this is going to get all cleaned out. We decided to clean this floor up and then put carpet in it since it is a closet. And well, we're converting it into a closet, but that's what we decided to do here. So this house has been a lot of work, and this is where we're at right now. We had to put a brand new water heater back there too. Carpet's going to go in here. I'm going to put up some new smoke detectors. That one's old. Aaron is coming here to get this working again, and that's for heat. And what we do, like with all of our rentals, we put big window units. One's going to go there. That will actually be sufficient for the majority of the house, but the bedrooms get a small one in case it's not sufficient enough. But we'll two-tone this kitchen as well, because the top cabinets are fine. It's the bottom cabinets were pretty ratty looking, and we're going to do the bottom all white.
Yeah, we also found rat's nests underneath the cabinet too, so we had to take all this out, clean out the mess, and then put everything back.
Yeah, which they did see in our earlier. And then I'll put some cafe curtains right there and put that grill up as well, and get a person in here that does some cleaning. But we're looking at rebuilding these drawers. They're made out of particle board and they're just nasty. And as you can see, there's a lot of rat poop and stuff and cockroach poop and all that. And then we'll put new flooring in the kitchen. And of course, Steve had knocked down that little area right here that had a bunch of cabinets, but they were actually sticking way out, and it made the kitchen look a lot smaller. So now,
Yeah, it came out to about here.
yeah. So now, what I can do is maybe put a top shelf on here where they can put a couple of things, dress it up. I don't know. And then we were taking down all of that stuff that they sprayed on the ceiling. We took it off the wood and just left the beam like that. So we'll come back when we are done painting. The living room's going to be a light gray. And the kitchen, I still have some paint left over. That's going to be a really pretty light green that'll go in here. It's, I think the same paint that we used in the double wide. It's really pretty. But we're just about there. We're going to finish it up this week and then get the floors down and the carpet in here, and then we'll be ready to go. Yay!